Right, here's the thing, Choc. I've been very clear about this, that a caller, when I say to the callers, here's the number, here's the process, we have an EP, it's Tommy. He's going to say to you, what do you want to talk about? Don't try to bully or intimidate the new guy because, one, he's no longer a new guy, and two, he's been schooled up. Early on, when I had somebody new answering the phones, some of you would say something to the effect of, hey, Jim Rome Show, what would you like to talk about? Hey, idiot, put me through. Rome knows me. Hey, man, I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. I'll see what happens when I get on the air. You need a better plan. You need kind of a blueprint. You need a map. And yet I'm looking at my call screen right now, and this says Greg Houston says he has, quote, a good take. Don't worry, been on before. Hey, Choc, go ahead. Get in front of that mic real quick. Dude, you know the rules. I'm not going to patronize you or insult you. You know that's not how that goes. So why are you letting this guy through with, quote, has a good take, been on before, don't worry? Why is that okay today?
I thought about it. I talked to Alvy about it. And
you can't make your own decision. You're the EP, dude.
I'm not chucking it to anybody else. I'm just saying we powwowed about it a little bit. I thought about it. I thought about the way that he approached it. And I said, you know what? Let's see if he can handle it. If I put it up and put the quote up of what he just said to me, let's see if he can handle it if he makes it all the way through.
Yeah, what happened to, hey, just put me through to Rome. I know what I'm doing, slap. Because that's effectively what you just put up.
Yeah. And it wasn't quite that harsh, but it was almost there. I've heard it a few times. Usually I can handle it. Usually I just get rid of them. But something about the way Greg and Houston did it today, especially because I gave him a second chance too.
It's something about the way he called you a slap.
Yeah, I gave him like a second to think about it, and I gave him a second chance to give me his actual take, and he still refused.
Yeah,
so,
but,
you know
but
what?
you violated one of the few rules of screening. Have a take, don't suck. What's your take? And don't say, hey, idiot, put me through. Rome knows me. It sounds like that's what he did.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to get you on the air, but you got to give me, just an idea of what you want to talk about.
Dude, you're talking out.
Trust exercise.
I say this respectfully as somebody who graduated from an Ivy League school. You're talking out your ass. And okay, we'll see how this goes. We'll see how this goes. I guess what you're saying to me is I understand this is not the norm, but I got kind of a hunch. And you got to play a hunch. Translation, my dad, Alvy, said it was okay. Come on, dude. You're the EP. Start acting like it. Start acting like it. You don't have to run things through Alvy. Like, dude, you're the EP. Got it?
I got it.
Got it? Doesn't sound like you got it. You got it?
It's more of a confirmation of the feeling that I had.
Oh, you need to confirm your feelings. You're all up in your feelings. Hey, dude, how about you don't confirm your feelings and you just trust your instincts? How about you man the hell up, vampire? Come on, dude. Noted. Dude, you're too nice, man. I'm not saying be a jerk. I'm saying don't run things through your dad over there. All right, let's find out. Maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I will say to you, that was a good idea, Choc. You better hope so, dude. Let's go to Greg in Houston. My man in H-Town. What's going on, Greg? How are you?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you?
Good, dude. Good. Go ahead.
I really wish you would just play some JD and Nashville takes every now and then just to make me feel better during this pandemic.
You know what would make me feel better? If I were to get rid of you right now. Damn, Choc.
I don't like that color.
Why don't you just go to the back row and switch seats with Rit? Or walk out of the studio altogether?
Finally.
Wow, dude, that could not have gone any worse. His quote, I have a good take. Don't worry, I've been on before. And his take was, why don't you play more calls from JD in Nashville because that will make me feel better during the pandemic. Hey, Choc, go ahead and crack the mic open again. The hell do you have to say for yourself, Eddie Munster?
Was exactly right. That was the feeling that I had, and that was exactly what happened. He drowned.
Feeling you had, why did you put him up?
Sometimes, you deserve it.
No, you deserve to get the hell out of my studio and take a week or two off. What do you mean sometimes you deserve it? Like, that guy deserved a shot? Why did that guy deserve a shot?
No, he deserved to get run right out of here. He deserved to learn what happens when you go on the air and you got nothing
but
to
I
say.
deserve for that not to happen because I'm paying you to screen phone calls.
9.9% of the time, I screened that guy right out. But he had it coming, and he just got it.
Dude, you are talking so far out your ass. Keep digging, dude. Keep digging. Keep digging. Hey, and Alvin, you signed off on that. Alvin. All right. Okay, so this is kind of funny. Really quickly. Tom literally thought that was a good idea. Like, yeah, you know what? I got to get the host a call. He needs a call. This guy talked me into it. And when I said, Alvin, how did you sign off on that? Alvin goes, dude, I wanted to see him get run. So y'all are not on the same page. You know what that was the equivalent of there, Choc? That was the equivalent of Alvin walking by your office with a manila folder and saying, hey, dude, very important office memo. And you being all earnest and bleep and going, oh, thank you, Alvin. I'll look at it right away. Good, dude. You should. This is really important. And then Alvin drops a manila folder with a gigantic rat-sized cockroach smashed in it. And Choc opens it up and it's like, oh, dude, disgusting. And Alvin goes, right. Wake up, rookie. That was the equivalent of that, except that's funny when that happens in your office, but not funny when it happens on the air. Dude, you're supposed to be the smartest guy in the room. Supposed to be. Even Rit would not have allowed that to happen. Come on, Edward. Come on, Edward. Edward Munster. God, that sucked. So this has already been a bad day, and it started off as such a great day. Half hour in, I'm having a bad day. All right, now the beauty of me, where do I start? The beauty of me is I understand. We take a break. I get you a sports update. I reboot the system. Reboot. This tweet never happened. Homeboy in Houston never made that call. Never made that decision. And Alvin never set Choc up to fail. You gotta do what you gotta do to keep yourselves interested, but come on, man. Here. Incredible. You know what's happening now? Every line is lit. Because everybody thinks, well, if that person could get through, I could too. If they'll let that guy through. Dear Jim, Greg belongs in that tryhards compilation from last year's Year in Review. Jake in NYC. War never screening my emails. Why, Jake? Because you're that good? We don't need to? He's talking about the so-called try-hard compilation.
I called last year about this time, and I got ran twice in a week, and
that makes 3.
Tyler, you're so hot and buff that BJ in the Bay has a picture of you in his yellow fanny.
I mean, how many BJ references did you think I was going to allow?
And if you ever come here, you're going to get to see these big, beautiful oculars that make ladies' garments fall off at 1,000 yards.
There's cringy, and then there's creepy.
It's funny she referred to me as roadkill when she's actually fly-covered entrails in the middle of the road after jumping in my lane. Oh, and for all you out there asking who writes my calls, simple answer is they write themselves. I'm moving on from this because I'm an alcoholic frog and I've got bigger fish to fry.
Oh, I'm a little peeved right now, but Kim can talk some and...
You know, he's really invested in it. He's got a lot of skin in the game. Not 1 skin, not 2 skin, not 3 skin, but 4 skin.
Even if being really good at social got you a golden ticket, I've got the moxie to pick up the phone. Unlike Ashley in Nebraska. That's even your real name.
Now, Bradley, you're a father of 2 children. You might want to switch up your hobby. Sucking on a stove that looks like a jumbo-sized Nathan's dog that Joey Chestnut deep-throats every year like he's on Pornhub.
Hey, Wells in the 360. Don't get your panties in a wad because you can't find your pickles under the chicken. I'm sure that's not the first time you couldn't find your gherkin.
Albie was looking around the room like, dude, what's a gherkin?
Jeff in Southfield, you're the jungle version of an inbred.
And I do not mean inbred like peanut butter and jelly or ham and cheese.
I gotta imagine the last time you got laid was probably involving PV8, duct tape, rope, and a knife.
I have listened to Rome as he rants and raves, thinking I'm gonna call cause I got something to say. And I'm sitting on hold for a part of my day. Then Silk jumps in my cause he's celebrity. There's a middle-aged dude on the surf today.
You know what, Jake? Because you reset that, maybe I don't need to screen your emails anymore. This is why we no longer have an official hack-off, because an unofficial hack-off breaks out every single year when I mention the official smack-off and the $5,000 winning prize. Then people start to call because they think, oh, $5,000. That'd be nice. I think I'll take my shot. Well, that's their shot, those calls. I don't need a hack-off. I have a hack-off. We just don't have an official title or day for it. Incredible. That was the, quote, tryhards compilation. At Arizona Wilson 99, Mr. Rome, after you fired Choc, please consider my application for the open position. Thanks, Frank Vogel. After I fire Choc, I will do what I always do. I will go to LinkedIn. Stucknut, Greg lied. He's never called before. All right, actually, I think that was confirmed by Alvy, too. If Stucknut says that somebody's never called before, somebody's never called before. Stucknut has archived every single moment and every single phone call of this show for the past quarter of a century. He would know. But then I confirmed it with Alvy, and Alvy said, he's not in my system. Of course, I don't even need a system, all right? That call, I know would never get on the air if Choc weren't here. So he absolutely, no, he's probably called before. He's just never gotten on the air and never will ever again. Zach and Wisco, it was Craig and Alvy ran his ass. Maybe. Brian in San Pedro, at least Homeboy's call from Houston was better than the BIC tweet. Romy. All right, Geoff, I'm going to skip you. See what else we have here. Jake, I'm going to skip you because these all relate to the loaf and Louie. Denlusks, I'm going to skip you. That goes without saying. Mark Moda, I could probably trust him, right? Let's see. Rest in peace, Meatloaf, is what Wells says when he's wearing a bib, drooling, looking at 20 pounds of loaf covered in gravy.
Don't forget Mark Moda.
I will allow that because that's not actually about Meatloaf passing. That's about Wells killing that gigantic chunk of meatloaf in front of him. But first saying rest in peace before he kills him. And finally, Romy, it's obvious Choc wants time off and does not have the brass to ask for it. Sign people who intentionally get caught cheating to get out of a relationship. No, I think Choc likes the relationship. He's just not holding up his end of it. Hopefully that will improve.